What's going on, NEM crew? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the LS engine. It's going to be another quick video and we're talking about oil pumps specifically. So I have a new Melling oil pump here and we're going to go through the process to install it. It's going to be a very simple install, nothing too crazy. Let's just dive right in. The oil pump installation should be fairly easy and straightforward. There's a lot of back and forth going around about shimming the oil pump, and by shimming, I mean shimming the gears. We're not going to do that today. If you're dead set on that, I know there's some videos out there you can take a look at, but we are definitely not going to be doing that. I don't think it's necessary. Who knows, could be wrong, but we're gonna get the oil pump on the crank sprocket here. Okay, so just like that, we got the oil pump there, and you're good to go. Just bolt her up. No, I'm kidding. It's almost as simple as that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get the oil pump bolts. We are going to start those bolts, get them hand tight, and then the next step is actually going to be to crank over the engine. What that is going to do is actually going to center the pump where it needs to be. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a little bit of wiggle room here. Very little. So the goal is to try and get the pump and those gears centered in there. I know if it's not 100% centered, you could run into issues with premature wear on the pump. I don't know if it'll cause extreme failure, but we're just gonna make sure and do this step to get it as centered as possible. Again, you can technically bolt this up, take this front plate off and shim it. That way you know it's 100% where it needs to be. If you feel like doing that, go for it. I don't have the shims or the feeler gauges, so I don't have the option to do that. But again, there's videos out there to help you walk through it. But let's get these bolts started, and then we will crank over the engine. So again, we're going to want to get these hand tight, so I'm just going to finish going in all the way by hand, just so it can't move back and forth and teeter-totter, but it will still be able to center itself if needed. See how I can move it still? That's what we're aiming for. If you have superhuman strength, then you might want to simmer down a bit. I'm doing these in by hand, so still have wiggle room, but it can't move back and forth and teeter-totter, so that's perfect. Let's crank over the engine. We're gonna do one full revolution, so just keep that in mind. I know that in my case, cylinder 1 is at top dead center because I just did the timing setup. So we're gonna just make sure that once cylinder 1 comes back top dead center, then we'll be good to go. We are there. So with that done, I don't know if the oil pump moved, because if it did, again, there's such a minute level of movement in there. But as far as I'm concerned, again, it's gonna be hard to tell just by looking at this, but as far as I'm concerned, we're bolting her up 18 foot-pounds, and we'll be good to go. Now I'm just going to go over them once more. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the oil pump installed. Fairly straightforward. Again, if you're worried about the shimming, definitely check out some other videos. This procedure was actually taken directly from Melling, the company, the oil pump company. So hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes well. But hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay classy, crew.